Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel, University with Marie. I am Marie. It is so great to see you guys this morning. I hope everyone is having a great day today. I think my allergies are bothering me this morning, but we're going to keep it moving. Hi, Mrs. Gardner. Hi, Monique. Good morning. Yes, I understand you guys are at work, and it's totally fine for you guys to listen from the bushes. Folks in the clouds, welcome, welcome. Everyone, hit the like button if you do like the content. Again, guys, please continue to remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, guys, please. It's very important that you double check as well if you are still subscribed. Okay, here we are. Please do that. Okay. Let's see what we have in the building so far this morning. We have Don Thomas. Hi, Don. How are you doing this morning? Happy Friday to you as well. Yes, happy Friday. Monique, I love her so much. Thank you so much for being a member. Thank you. Miss Gardner, thank you. No problem at all. Just listen to the content. I really would appreciate it. Hi, Regina Snow. How are you doing this morning? Trick Mama, how are you doing this morning? Wonderful to see all of you guys, okay? It looks like we have about 120 people in the building. Just kidding, guys. Anyway, again, like the content if you decide you enjoy, guys, okay? Let's go ahead and get to the story at hand, guys. Today's content is going to be it's kind of quite serious. It's about this young lady right here. Her name is Gina Gina Tew. I think I am pronouncing it right. Gina Tew is her name. It looks like here recently Miss Tew took to her TikTok account and basically aired out that she has full blown, and we're going to say AIDS, okay? She basically said that she did not know she was sick, but she does have the full package, okay? And if you look at her TikTok, guys, go ahead and go to her TikTok account. If you can't get in it, you'll see that this child is about, most likely about 50 pounds at this point. And it's sad. It is quite sad that this child, her weight has went down this far. It really is sad. Miss Tew is in her 20s. She was a popular Instagram model. Okay, guys, she's been an Instagram model for years now. Okay, recently, like I said, she received that tragic news that she had the package. The question is, did Miss Tew know? Did Gina know if she had this package all these years? Did she know this? Now she does acknowledge that she doesn't know exactly how she got this, guys. Look at her. She's very beautiful. You can see on this particular picture where you can tell that her, she was going a little down there, right, guys? She doesn't look very healthy here, right? She doesn't look very healthy there. Now, Miss Gina, she doesn't know where she got this from. Good morning, everyone. She doesn't know where she got the package from. Now, mind you, she's only in her 20s, ladies and gentlemen. She's only in her 20s. Now, the doctor stated that considering the stage, how far along she is with this sickness, she had to have had it for at least 8 to 10 years, guys. 8 to 10 years. Now, I can't understand why you wouldn't know that you were sick. Could y'all? Could you understand? How could she not know that she was sick is my question. Okay. Now, you know that there are several, side effects, things that can happen, symptoms to let you know that, hey, there's a problem with your body, right? Right? There's a problem with your body. But Miss Gina, I think she ignored the signs, okay? Again, she said she doesn't know where she got it from. She did acknowledge that she did get a couple of tattoos. I honestly don't believe that's where she got it from because remember, this type of sickness has been out for years. And we know the tattoo artists know to use what? A clean needle every time you give someone a tattoo. Honey, you're not that old to, be back in a day where they didn't care about the needles. And during that time when she was young, they cared about the needles. They used clean needles. So it's not that. I don't think it's that. I honestly think it came from what? Laying down with somebody. Laying down with somebody. What's so horrible about this diagnosis, like I said, the doctor said that she had it for a long time. This child is young, 20-some years old. It makes you wonder, right? It makes you wonder, the man that you're sleeping with, including your husband, can go out there and lay with somebody and bring you something home. It happens all the time, guys. It does. Now, if she would have came sooner, if she would have found out sooner, you know, guys, there's all types of new modern medication that she could have taken to help her live so many years longer. There's so much medication out there to help this child live longer, but this child chose to ignore the symptoms, and I know she did, because you can get a headache, you can get pneumonia, you can get bronchitis, you can get all kinds of stuff with this particular sickness. And again, here we go, guys. You know why I think that she probably knew something was wrong? Because that child never took an annual exam. Wear a woman check. You're supposed to get a wear a woman check every year, right, guys? Wear a woman check. This child was not going to the doctor. Am I right? Because if she was going to the doctor, what? They would have found it, right? Put a lip gloss in the chat. If they would have found it, if she was getting her wear a woman check, they would have found it. They test you for everything when you have a wear a woman, right, guys? Let me take a look at the comments. Don says, Murray, remember, Dago's tattoo was using bad needles back in the day, so it's possible. You never know. Yes, I remember Dago's. I do remember Dago's, but this child is only 20-some years old. Don, she's in her 20s, you know, and I don't think she lives here. I think she's up in New York. Regina said, yeah, she need what Magic Johnson take. Yes, she does. And they gave him the what? The good stuff. Did they not? They gave him the good stuff. But again, there are so many commercials right now of all this great new medication that can help you live. It can even get to you to the point where you don't even come up positive anymore. That's how I know this child was not going to the what? Doctor. She was not going to the doctor. She said, yes, they would have found it. Absolutely, they would have found it. They would have found it. If this child was taking her wear woman, they would have found it. I think she knew something was wrong and she was scared to go to the doctor. We've all been there. Y'all remember my story time when I thought that, I was so scared to go to the doctor, and my son's dad took me to the doctor saying, we got to go to the doctor first before we sleep together. I'm like, what? I'm thinking I'm going to get like a basic gonorrhea, chlamydia check, trichomonas check. Honey, when that lady stuck that needle in my home, she said, this is for herpes and what? The package. And I was like, oh my God. I was nerved up for those couple of days until I found my results. But once I found out my results, then I knew to be careful. I knew to be careful, guys. Now, this is sad. This is really sad. This child is young, very young. I wish I could have played the video, but the video is so graphic. You don't want, this is like this, highlight this. You don't want to see something like this. This child was beautiful. Let me just go ahead and put a picture up here again of how beautiful she was. This is her. You can see that right now. This child is skinny on this pic. Is she not? She said she lost so much weight till she got to 65 pounds, guys. 65 pounds. Right now, she looks like she wears a good 50 pounds. This is her as well. She has a beautiful face. But a beautiful face, it's not going to help you in this case, child. It's not going to help you in this case. Now, like I said, I wondered if she did receive a well woman, and it's obvious she did not receive a well woman. Because, like I said, during a well woman, they would have found that. Gina stated she noticed that she was losing a significant amount of weight. That right there, man, would have told you, hey, go to the doctor, something wrong, you're losing too much weight, right, guys? She said she was so sick. This child was so sick that she couldn't even get up to walk. She was that weak. She couldn't even get up to walk. Time to go to the doctor, ma'am. So when she got to that point, when she got to the very last point of no return, is when she went to the doctor. The doctors were trying to find out what's wrong with her. Finally, they ran that check. They ran the last option. They ran the last option, that particular test. And guess what? It came out positive for full blown. Not the beginning stages, full blown. She said she was devastated when she found out. I know you were devastated, ma'am. And it's sad because you waited till you got to the point where there's no point of no return. She's just there, y'all. She's at the end, pretty much. I wish there was something they can do. Maybe they can give her medications and build her back up, because she is able to stand on her own now, she says. Now, she also stated that she lost sight in one eye, guys. I had about 3 girlfriends that passed away from that back in the day, in the 90s. And one of them, she lost sight in both her eyes. She was blinded both her eyes. I hadn't seen her in a while, and I think I still told this story on my Ghetto Chronicles. I hadn't seen her in a while, okay? So I saw her mom in the store. Her mother said, she's sick. She's in the hospital. So my sister and I decided to go there to see her. I walked to the nurse station, asked for her room, went to her room, looked in the room, and when I saw her, I went back to the nurse station and I said, I'm sorry, I'm looking for C. Cuero. I'm looking for her. She said, you must haven't seen her in a long time. That's what the nurse told me. You must haven't seen her in a while. I said, no, I haven't, but I know that's not her. But it was her, guys. She looked like she was every bit of 100 years old. Now, this was the finest chick in the neighborhood. Fine. Wine glass shape, big butt, little waistline, big hips. Fine. Every man wanted her. Every guy wanted her. Everywhere we went, the men were on her. They want her. And she too waited to the end. She waited to the end, unless she knew the whole time. But she waited to the end. She actually got sick before she realized what was wrong with her. And it was so very sad. She would talk to us on one topic, and then she just switch. Her mind would go somewhere else in an instant. And she could not see, guys. So I'm just saying that, it's sad that why wait? You need to make sure you're checking yourself, women and men. Check yourself, because it's serious. You think it couldn't happen to you, but it can happen. It's not only with sex. We know this. It's other things that can give you this particular sickness. Let me look at the comments. Sasha Lynn says, did she tell them who she slept with so they could check them? Absolutely. We're going to get to that. She actually slept with several male celebrities. And she named them, several of them. Hi, McClure, how are you doing? Welcome. Deborah Smith says, it's really sad how these young people still don't protect themselves when having sex with different people. It's not... It hasn't disappeared, guys. It's not going anywhere. It's just medication now to help you. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of folks are still doing this saying, well, they have medicine now. Who the heck wants it? Who the heck wants to be sick? They have medication now, so good. No, you're not good. Your ass can still get sick. The medication, I have a guy friend who takes the medication, and guess what? He says it makes him sick. He doesn't want to take it. I'm saying be smart. Don't be dizzy. Hi, Megan. How are you? Hi. Yes. This is very sad. Change My Name says she probably knew something was up, but didn't test because she was afraid of the results. Absolutely. I said the same thing, Change My Name. I said the same exact thing. Because this child, if she had it for 8 to 10 years, ma'am, you're supposed to be getting a well woman every year. I don't care how young you are. You're supposed to get a well woman every year. And during that well woman, they would tell you, they test you for everything. Do they not, ladies? Everything. Hi, Bertree. They test you for everything. And this young lady, I don't believe she's going to the doctor. And again, she probably knew. That's why she was afraid to go. But now that she's found out, she wants to bust everybody out. She wants to tell who she's been with. But at the same time, she's not trying to blame them. But somebody had to give it to her. Somebody had to have given this to the child. And whoever it is, they know that they have it. And they're just not saying a word if they're still here with us. They are not saying a word. And I believe that they're still here with us. I really believe that the guy is still here. I believe that his ass is out here spreading it like wildfire, not care, not giving a darn. I really believe that. Megan says, they ask you if you want to be given a job. Yes, they don't mandate it, right? And what we say, yes. We say yes. Do we not? The only way you would say no is if you were scared. Number one, you're afraid. That is there. Hell, I've been there. I wanted to say no so bad, guys. I wanted to say no bad because I did not want to wait for the results. I didn't want to see it because I knew I was out there doing a darn thing when I was young. We're just blessed to be here and blessed to not have anything. But at the same time, if you do have something, it's perfectly fine because there is medication. But in this case, this child, I don't believe this child was going to the doctor. I don't care what nobody say, because she waited till she was not able to walk to go to the doctor. Sick. Change My Name says, I also don't believe that she was going to the doctor for her symptoms like she said. And not one single doc thought of giving her that test. She probably refused it on multiple occasions. I believe it. Changed My Name. I believe she said, hell no. Because she had a feeling that there was something going on. And that would be any woman, you'll be afraid, but you have to do it because you don't want to what? Spread it to the next person. So just imagine how many people she slept with, because she's named multiple. Let's get to it. Who she's named that she's been with, guys. We know that she's been with who? This thing right here. She's been with. Checking these women before you do this? It's my question. Now, he have 8 kids. And it's not cute, sir. It's not cute. Jack the say, she stated that she was art. Yes, right. She did. Repeated times. She sure did. She did say that she was art a couple of times, guys. And that's so sad. And she never told. She said she didn't tell because she was young and dumb. No, ma'am. Tell. But then again, it depends on the circumstances, what was going on. It could have been a psychopath. It could have been somebody that threatened her and say, tell. I'm going, So she didn't tell, guys. So that could have been it too, Jack. You're right. Like I said, whoever did, I don't care if she was art, whoever did this, probably still walking around here with it and just spreading it. And it does happen. I have a girlfriend. I have a story for everything. I have a girlfriend who was jailed for spreading it. She said that they did it to her, so she's going to do them. Really, ma'am? And they jailed her. Now, that's good they jailed her. Because, ma'am, that is ridiculous to pass that sickness on to someone who does not deserve that. No one deserves that. Not even her. Nobody deserves it. Remember, I told you about the guy who I like so much in my story time, remember? And guess what? He didn't want to be bothered with me as long as he didn't know he had it. But guess what? Once he found out he had it, guys, he came straight for me. Straight for me. Wouldn't answer my calls, wouldn't come see me, nothing. But as soon as he found out he had the package, that bastard came straight for me. And he was dead set on passing it to me. So, ladies, you have to be careful. You really do. God protected me in that case. He really did. He protected me. Sasha says, oh, no, she may have contacted it. Yes, she may have contracted it with the R. Yes, it's a possibility, Sasha. And we don't want to say we hope so. We just want to, we just don't want her. We don't want to blame her. It's just that, at the same time, why was she not going to the doctor? I'm sure she had some kind of symptoms. I've never seen anyone with the package not have symptoms. Have anyone? And for Miss Megan, have you ever seen anyone that didn't have any type of symptom with this? When I was a little girl, back in the 80s, young girl, the next door neighbor had it. He was a part of the LGBT community. And that's not, I'm not trying to say that they all get, no, it's a worldwide thing and it's heterosexual. We know this. But the ambulance was at his house every morning around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. He was ill. Every morning, the ambulance and the fire department was at his home. And they never took him. He wanted to go to the hospital because he was ill. Change My Name say, the way she was living on the streets and doing the RUGSs and being flued out by celebs tells me she probably was a woman of the night. She said that would explain why she was art so many times. Could have been. But if she was homeless too, Change My Name. Men on the street, they try to take advantage of the women. That's why they got to have a little sister. Even if you're homeless. Keep up with your little sister because men would try it. And it's sad because they act like it's a prize as if they never had it before. It's just weird. But we'll get into that another time. It's the power, I guess. She said, Don said, that's attempted MURDE. Yes, it is. And my girlfriend, who I grew up with, dated several men. Several. And she was fine as wine, too. Fine as wine. Could not tell a thing about her. Chinese eyes, badass shape, long, real hair. But she had the package, and they did not know that. Tawana said, good morning, happy Friday. All is well with everyone. Thank you, Tawana. We are doing wonderful. Hey, laugh, gas, and gossip. She said, what? Yes. Laugh, gossip says, that's young people. They think they're invincible. They do think they're invincible. But at the same time, I guess she was trying to make it in the world, make it in the industry, because remember, she was an Instagram model. She was trying to, I guess, get hers live, you know. She was trying to survive, I would say. But look what happened in the process, guys. I tried to survive too when I was young, and I'm blessed that I didn't catch anything. I'm blessed that I never let anyone take advantage of me. However, even though they tried, they would try it. Men would do it. They would try it. If you don't have protection, you are screwed, ladies. So watch your younger daughters. Change my name says that's messed up. People are willingly passing on diseases, but it happens all the time. Look at RKELLY, who has known he had the HERPES in the early 90s, but still was spreading it. Look at Ursher. Yes. They think that's not they think that's really not that bad. It is bad because you can make a woman become infertile. You can make a woman lose her woman parts because of you, sir. It's nasty. Shannon says the video was heartbreaking. Yes, it was, guys. It was heartbreaking. That child just posed. She's this big, guys. And she was telling everyone, this is what happened to me and this is what's going on. Kind of same like Eazy-E. Remember when Eazy-E? I was somewhere else. And when I looked at that TV, I said, that's not real. But it was. Remember when Eazy-E came out? He was telling everybody, be careful, watch yourself before he left here. She's doing the same thing, kind of like a dying declaration, telling folks, listen, watch yourself. This is what happened to me. I just wish she would have caught it earlier. I really do wish she would have caught it earlier. That way she could have taken medication. That way this child could have been still strong, still able to do her thing, right? And I look at her like she's my daughter. You guys have seen my daughter. Very beautiful. But these type of sicknesses don't bar none. They don't discriminate, guys. My cousin passed away at 28 years old. 28. Shannon says, I wonder if she was on some type of substance. Well, I think she did admit that she was on some type of substance, but was it the type of substance? She just said she got tattoos. She never said that she was doing any type of injection of substances. She never said she did any type of substances where she had to inject it, where she can, be exposed to it that way. E. Monique says, I remember you telling that story. There was an evil man trying to pass that along to you. Just pure evil. Yes, he did, guys. I really like that guy. He did try to pass it to me. Yes, he did. But the good Lord said, what? This is not happening to Marie. Just to recapitulate, I was out on a date with this guy. My neck started having spasms, guys. Like literally spasms, it was just killing me. I couldn't even stay at this guy's house. I had to call my girlfriend. Hey, can you come pick me up? I'm about to die over here. And I was embarrassed. I do recall being embarrassed, like, oh my God, he's going to think that I'm a sick chick, and he never called me until he found out he had the package. Then that's when he decided to come back and get with me. Really, sir? Really. So I'm telling you guys, real. These guys will pass it straight to you with no problem. Thank you, Lab Gas and Gifts Gossip. Thank you so very much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Hi, Stacey Nelson. How are you doing? Okay, let's continue to see who else's child claims she has slept with. We already know it was him. And we know he's capable of doing it without any protection because he got what? 8 kids thinking it's cute. It's not cute, sir. And then she has this one. Keefy. People are asking if either of them have anything, but we know Nick, he has 8 kids, and they're checking these women when they have these babies. She also said that she slept with Chris Brown too. But he has a baby as well. He has 2 kids, I believe. I think it would have came up with the maternity. What do y'all think? Shannon says, the guy from the bank, I remember. She was trying to get paid, guys. She was trying to live life. She was trying to survive, like I said. She was an Instagram model, and again, she probably was doing a little extra curriculum stuff to make money, more money on the side. But this child is young. She's only in her 20s, and she's been having it for 8 to 10 years. That means she could have acquired this sickness probably between 17 and 19 years old. Some of us have children that age. I tell my sons all the time. I told the story. My son had the condoms up in the top of his closet, and I seen them go decrease 3, 2, 1. And what did I do? Throw some more up there. Boom, for him. I bet he said, "Oh Lord, Mama, no. Yes, I do, sir. Continue to use them. Don't be fooled, sir. Just because they look good to you, don't mean it's always good. What for you, right, guys? Gotta watch our kids. You gotta talk to your kids. It's not a joke." And this child was beautiful. That's why these guys were on her. She was beautiful. And she still is beautiful. She just lost so much weight. I'm hoping that they can save her. I'm hoping that, they can build her up, build up her immune system. But I just don't know. Because she has full blown. Seems like she's at the end, honestly, guys. Laugh Gas and Gossip says some people say lupus symptoms are like that. Yes, they are. Lupus runs in my family a lot. I had a cousin and her daughter to pass away with lupus. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Just Felicia. How are you? She said, safe sex is the best. It is, guys. Even though we're old and grown, we think that we're older and we're grown, and we think that, excuse me, I hate hitting this thing. I'm so sorry. But we still have to use safe sex, even at our age. Because it's real. It doesn't discriminate due to age. It doesn't. Now, Change My Name says, a lot of celebs have hit it, and some even passed and never publicly admitted to having it because they know it will shake up things. What about that young man? Oh, gosh, what is that rapper name? What was his name? Black Robe, I think. Put it in the chat if I'm right. Black Robe, allegedly, I think. You see how sickly that man was? Makes you wonder. She said, I hear young celebs passing away of pneumonia or heart disease. I side-eye it. Me too. Changed my name. I'm like, just like I did with him in his bed. He was sick as a dog. He was, poor thing. And he was not that old, but he looked like he was old as heck. Just like my girlfriend did. She looked like she was 100 years old, guys. She had the most beautiful eyes, but guess what? Her eyes were blinded when I went there to see her. They were like that blind eye. Gone. Sight gone. Good morning, Wu Chow. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Look at that picture, Lord have mercy. Indigo Star, good morning. No problem at all. Hi, Sunshine Weston. Hello there. She says, my mom had lupus. So did mine, Regina. So did mine. And I always get tested for it because, it can go, it's genetic. It can go through the family. You're absolutely right. Go through the family. Both my cousin and her daughter passed with it. Jacked up, I say, LOL, my mom used to buy me my condoms. She knew my ass was a hot mess as a teen. Yes, and I know my boys are a hot mess, especially that Jose. You know, he's a rapper. Them little girls be all over him. I say, sir, you better use these condoms. You better. But he goes to the store, he buys his own. I look up there, be nosy and see. As long as he has them. And as long as he's using them. Sir, I tell him all the time, just because she fine as wine don't mean that she is what? Straight, sir. Tell him all the time, be careful. Hey, Wendy K. Change my name, says Nick having so many baby mamas doesn't mean a thing. If you are on meds, you won't pass it. You're right. Change my name. You are so right. Because guess what? Even if the parents have it, nowadays the doctors can make sure that the baby passes through the canal without getting it. Right, guys? You're right, changing my name. She says, if you're on meds, you won't pass it. And even if a woman has it, they can prevent it being passed to the unborn child. That's right. One of his kids did pass away, though. This guy is just out here. I don't know what the heck he's doing. I need to look that up to see what is he doing exactly. The hell's going on? But you're absolutely right. Change my name. They can make sure that the baby can pass through without it, and the parents can be sick. You're right. Hi, Miss Redhead. She says here, if it ain't wrapped, it ain't on. That's right. I feel sorry for anyone with a disease. She says, good morning, University with Moms. Yes, let me tell you something. You know what I tell my sons? If a girl approaches you without asking you for a condom, guess what? Run, son. Run. Because that means she's hitting everybody without it. Am I right? Teasers? If a girl allows you to go into that room and don't ask you for a what, rubber, then that means she's hitting everybody without it. Okay? Wendy K says, can't go by look, need to know, talk about it. That's absolutely right. Shannon says, didn't Shug Avery from The Color Purple have some type of STD? They referred to it as the nasty woman's disease, right? Everyone that looks good is it. Shug Avery is beautiful. Buffalo Nurse says, I'm a nurse. That's true. I think I need to double check that. Absolutely. I believe it's real. Shannon says, they do C-sections, I believe, to get the baby out. Oh. But see, remember, all the blood and everything is there too. So I'm wondering, Shannon. So they can't pass it. Right. Wrap off, it's a wrap. Right. Oh my goodness, Buffalo Nurse, that is some great merch. Wrap off, it's a wrap. It's real, guys. It really is real. I don't want to scare anyone. But it's real. I used to be afraid when I was young too. I was so damn scared, but I knew I had to get checked. And guess what? Once I got checked, baby, it's been on ever since. Let's go to the doctor. I was saying, go to the doctor. I ain't fooling with you. Go to the doctor. I just went to the doctor 2 months. I don't give a damn. Go to the doctor. Bring paperwork. Thank you. Don't play with me. When they say people need to talk first, they do. That's what my son's father did. He talked to me, and guess what he said? We're going to the doctor. How about that? And I was like, what? But I'm thankful that he did that. I'm very thankful to this day that he did that. He said, word of advice, don't get shot by the cannon. Right. This guy, honey. And I don't know if he think it's cute or not, but Regina So says, my ex and I went and got tested before any sex. I recommend everyone to do that. Absolutely. That's what he did to me, Regina. Oh, he liked the hell out of me, but he wasn't sleeping with me until what? I got checked. And I'm very grateful for that to this day, like I said. And he goes, I say, run, son. Yes, run, son. I told him, if a woman girl don't ask you for a comment, you better run. Get the hell out of there. Because she may just have something right then and there because she's been sleeping with anybody without it. Health is wealth. Gosh, you guys have some great tags. Health is wealth, right? Sometimes, like I say, it's better to be thick than sick. She said, exactly. And we know married couples that contracted, so you can't trust nobody, right? And a lot of times they were saying that a lot of the baby boomers were acquiring this sickness because their husbands are out there buying what? Hands. And then they end up catching something and they bring it back to their wife, their old wife. That's been happening a lot. They say that it has increased substantially within the old folks of the women and men of age. Yes. Rare, she says, best move. That's right. Go to the doctor. It's perfectly fine for you to go to the doctor when you start dating someone and you really like this guy and you feel like you're ready to give him some, girl. Go to that doctor with him. Take him there. Wait for the results. And I would still use protection for at least, I would still kind of use protection. It's like you can't really trust it because it does take time to enter the system too, right, guys? And like I say, thank God there is medication for it right now. But in this young lady's case, she waited to the end. She did not go to the doctor. She waited to the end, guys. She waited to the end. She said, hashtag, that's a wrap. That's right. It's a wrap. Last Gas and Gospel says, I went to the doctor so much, nurse told me to stop having sex because I was too scared. Do you know that when I went, the nurses told me, they were Christian. And she said, God has given you a second chance, another chance to be without this sickness. Take care of yourself. And I did ever since. I did my best to take care of myself ever since. I did my best. Miss Redder says, times have changed. I remember the first time I got checked. Lord, I partied for 3 days. After that, the test was cleared. Honey, who are you telling redhead? Baby, I was at church every Sunday. Hallelujah. Every Sunday after that for a long time. Because I was very grateful to him for not allowing that to come upon me. Jack said, sorry, ladies, I'm driving. No problem, Jack. We love you very much. She said, that's being proactive and responsible. Yes, it is being proactive and responsible. And I need to tell my sons that when you think that she is the one for you to go there with, take her straight to that doctor. That's what you do for her. Yes, Jack, be safe. Because I know you New York travelers. Ooh. She says, yes, and don't trust the girl or guy, even if they say this will be their first time not using protection when they try to convince you to do it without protection. Absolutely, they're lying. You're right. They are lying. Oh, yes. Don says, wow, it's real. She said, yes, and don't trust them. That's right. Now, like I said, the doctor said that the child could have had this for years because how far along she is with the stages. Sorry, guys, this light is really kind of warm. I told you guys that whoever she's sleeping with, they're probably out there spreading it right now today if they ain't gone. And I did talk about that she had the R word done to her, and that's sad. They could have done this to her too. We don't know, but whoever it is that did this, need to be a damn shame of themselves. They need to be ashamed of their damn self. I'm serious. But you have some psychopaths out there. Shannon says, I heard the nursing homes be out of control with the STDs too. I can believe it, Shannon. They say it's up on the baby boomers. She said, you can't trust no one, even yourself. You can't. You got to just, yes, you're right, redhead. You have to get checked thoroughly. Which I said, hey, one, sorry, I'm not know you guys just multitasking. No problem, child. Yes. She said, a doctor told her, do you know you have the sickness? And she said, no. I believe you did, child. You had a feeling at least. I really believe she had a feeling. I'm just being real about it. Yeah. We understood you, Wendy K. Stacey Nelson says, I lost my best friend of 15 years to that disease. She got it from her down low husband. Do you see that? Her down low husband. Let me move 1 second, guys. Give me a sec. I'm back, guys. You know these kids. Hi, thank you so much, baby girl forever. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you very much. Going back to what Stacy said, I've lost several girlfriends, Stacy, and like she said, the husband was on the download. Sir, didn't we just talk about that? Prison love on my video, prison love. How we said that, hey, how I said that, hey, I don't care if you go there, sir, but don't fool with me. Don't fool with me. Perfectly fine for you to be in the LGBT community, but just don't fool with me. Right or wrong. I can say that. Thank you so much, baby girl. She said she went to the doctor, but they kept misdiagnosing her. Really, ma'am? Sorry, God, my lips are. Really, ma'am? I don't think them doctors did misdiagnose her every freaking time she went to that doctor. They should have known. They would have known she lost a lot. She probably was not telling them all the symptoms. She probably was not telling them all of the symptoms that she had, guys. What do y'all say? Here come Buffalo Nurse. She says, oh, she said, okay, no problem at all. No problem at all. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Catch the replay, please. When the case said 10 years ago, no sure for tattoo or yes. Yes. You know, when I was growing up as a teen, they were giving tattoos, well, selling tattoos in the projects, okay? $7 a piece, you can get a tattoo. Some, Vietnamese guys. But guess what? They were not cleaning those needles, guys. They were not, and several folks ended up with this particular sickness because these guys were not cleaning the needles. They were charging $7, and everybody was running over there. And guess what I said? Oh, hell no. I don't have a tattoo to this day. No. And I'm thankful the Lord watched me in that case too. Yes. Stacey says, test everyone before you touch him and stay getting tested. The stereotypes are what make me laugh. Anybody can have it. There are a lot of people who are born with it. Yes, a lot of youngsters especially born with it because their parents had it back in the day, and they were lucky to be able to pass them through without them getting it. Or they pass them through and now they're taking medications and it's helping them to live a long time. My girlfriend lived like 17 years with it. She found out when she went to prison. She did 10 years in prison. When she got out, she lived 7 additional years. And this was before this medication came out, guys. So I guess it depends on your immune system. Yes. What do you guys think? Do you think she knew, guys? Redhead says, oh, I don't know what happened at Buffalo Nurses. I had a moment. Take care. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, baby girl. Appreciate you. Don says she had to have feelings something was wrong. She had to have a feeling something was wrong. That's what I said. Because we know if something is off with our bodies. Yes, we do. And they say that particular sickness can give you multiple bacteria infections and yeast infections. You're going to acquire multiple infections because it's your immune system is not strong anymore. It's attacking your immune system. So you can acquire all these different bacteria, vaginitis, and all these things. So you should have known. But like I said, it seemed like she would have told the doctor yes to the HIV test, but she didn't. She didn't. We know she didn't. Stacey Nelson, I'm sorry for your loss. Yes, we are. It just attacked. When it did come, it came through a whirlwind, like a whirlwind. She said something went wrong somewhere. Yes, it did. And somebody know that they gave this to the child. I want to know, are they still here with us? And how are they feeling? Are they feeling guilty that they did this to the child? She's young. She said that DL shit is a hot dumpster truck ass mess. It is. Sir, go about your business. Go have at it. Just don't fool with me, please. Please. And a lot of times nowadays, girl, you can't tell. You really can't tell. They be the hardest gangster, thug, just dun, 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 dun. They have it going on. And guess what? They are the main ones. Hello. Hello. She said, back in the day, the symptoms were available. She said, now the kids don't know what to look for. But hell, I know you're feeling bad somewhere, somehow. You are. She said, I don't think she knew because she said she just started going to the doctor. So she wasn't getting checkups. I told y'all she wasn't getting no checkup. Thank you, child. Or anything until she felt bad. That child wasn't going to the doctor. She said, is that why she was going to the doctor? To find out what she was feeling? Was it? She said, I don't want to stereotype anyone, but if she went to the doctor to get a checkout, when they asked her about her lifestyle, that wasn't just for small talk. Sometimes that factors into testing you. That's right. She probably said, oh, I'm innocent. I ain't been fooling nobody. She could have told the doctor that she was hard at that time too, several times. Right? I'm just saying, she could have said that. She wasn't getting no check. I just don't believe she was getting no checkups like what y'all said. She did say she was not going to the doctor. But child, as a woman, it seemed like you would go head straight on to the doctor as a woman because, she was sleeping with multiple people, as she said, multiple celebrities as well. That would have been my cue right there to go to the doctor, right, guys? And it's obvious that she slept with these guys without protection because she's calling their names, right? She's calling their names. She say, "Oh, I'm not going to say him because we use protection," right? She did not use protection with none of them. And I can believe that some of these rappers and singers out here, they have the package and they're just spreading it. I can believe it. I can. She said, IG model, is that the code for traveling? Not trying to shame it all. Yeah, we saw what happened to the other IG model. But a lot of folks are saying that, allegedly, that she could have been one of those ladies of the night. I changed my name. And Wu Child, she said she was going for other things like lesions she had. Girl, have you seen lesions on you? That's one of the first symptoms, really, getting lesions. If you seen lesions on you, knew you had to go your tail to the doctor. She said it's unlikely she would not have gone earlier. She had the disease for almost a decade, right? She had to have some kind of something, especially if she wasn't getting treated at all. Because we know it makes you very sick, very ill if you're not being treated. It makes you ill. She says sometimes people get embarrassed She said some people get embarrassed about her life when she should talk to a doctor. I think that's what she's saying. Some people get embarrassed. Yes, they do, but honey, the doctor, it's most of the time it's confidential. She said those symptoms had to have made her worried to the point to know something is not right, Indigo Star. It would have made me worry. But again, she was young, but she's only in her 20s, guys. She's still a baby, honestly. She's still a baby. Wolf Child says Nick Cannon has openly admitted on Howard Stern he does not use protection. What the hell is wrong with him? And then we'll be looking pitiful as hell if he obtained that sickness, right, guys? He'll be looking pitiful as hell. Oh, it's medicine. So what, sir? You still will get sick, dingy. Change my name. Says she was at the lesion stage. The list she would have more money with no protection. Yeah, it's not like you're gonna be here to spend it. She said, I used to watch her show. It was a gossip channel. Really? Wow. Baby girl. She went to the doctor. And I know we could have said shoulda, coulda, woulda. And like I said, I hope that they can build her back up, guys. She said, so I'm questioning why the doctors didn't assume that she had it when she was showing symptoms of lesion. Right. Thank you, Miss Redhead. You're beautiful as well. Thank you very much. Hey, Hustle Princess. Good morning. I keep saying the story, but I haven't listened to what has happened. This child is young and she has full blown. And it's like she waited to the end to even go to the doctor. Like I said, I think she knew something was wrong. Even if she didn't think it was that, she knew something was wrong. Wendy said she's 27 years old. Thank you, Wendy, because I was looking for her age and I could not find it. All they kept indicating was that she was in her 20s. They said that she could have this 8 to 10 years, guys. That means that she was in her teens, really, when she could have gotten this sickness. She said, right, and slinging it all about town, right? Unfortunately, because she was pretty and, she felt that she was, hanging with all these popular celebrities, she was living life. She was living life as a young girl, but she's been a little promiscuous, allegedly. And it got her this. She ended up with this. Change my name says other people with a great STD constantly have XES with different people without protection. Nick is looking more and more suspicious. A lot of these guys don't know that they have like chlamydia or all these other different transmitted diseases. But they kind of know too. I'm sure they smell it. Like I say, ladies, if you smell something, run. Run. Gina too, the gossip are on YouTube. Yes. She said that's true. She is practically a baby. So important for young ladies to have a good mentor in their lives. You're so right. You're so right, Indigo Star. Unfortunately, I didn't have a mentor. I just had to improvise through life as a young woman. And I'm blessed. Like I said, I'm very blessed that the good Lord was watching me and protecting me and covering me. Otherwise, you never know. I can't say that I was a privy to it, or I can't say that I was invincible. I wasn't. It was just the master watching me, guys. She said, yes, I follow her on TikTok, and she said the doctor told her 8 to 10 years after he said if she knew she had it. He asked her straight out, did you know you had this? Because he knows she has some type of symptoms, guys. He knows she has some type of symptoms. She said, my doctor always take blood, right, Princess? Miss Redhead says, are we talking about Nick and the smell? Jeez. Oh, yes. He just going anywhere and anywho. Sir, you need to stop. Because it's not cute. I keep saying that. It's not cute, sir. You're going to come across something if you don't watch your tail. Stacey says, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus because my life sure wasn't easy and God has definitely protected me from the bullshit. Yes. Stacey, me too. He really has. I'm telling you guys, he really has. I'm not trying to put religion on anyone, but I believe that's what happened to me in my case because, baby, I was alone. I was alone for a long time as a young girl, trying to make it. Trying to make it. This is sad. Very sad. And this child is young. And I do believe I'm going to go back to her TikTok. Hopefully I can get in there. I want to know if the doctors are telling her that they can save her, that they can build up her immune system, that they can give her medications to help, like I said, build her back up. Because at one point she couldn't walk, right? But now she's able to stand up, she says. Hey, Tawana to Aspire. Hello there. Now, this is sad. Like I said, I have a daughter that look just like her, very beautiful. And I tell the girl, look, child, you have to protect yourself. I don't care how much you like a dude. I don't care how much you like him. Protect yourself. Just because he look good doesn't mean he is good. Stacey says, I give all the glory to Jesus because I fall into a stereotype. People assume women who look like me sleep their way to the top to get anything they want, which is not the case for me. Stacey's very beautiful. But they can't assume because guess what? Beautiful women have good sense too. Don't think beautiful women don't have good sense? They have good sense too. But in this case, this child, she was just, like I said, living life, running around with the celebrities thinking that, hey, life is great. I'm young. I'm going to have fun. I'm beautiful. But it just went, I know it went to her like that. Bam. When the doctor told her that. It just hit bam. But then again, it probably was like, bam, because she kind of knew, again, that something was wrong, guys. And we know this. I don't care what nobody say. That child knew something was wrong with her. Oh, yes. When the case said she was 65 pounds, now she's 88 pounds. So, I'm smiling because that is a good thing. She's 88 pounds now, guys. She was 65 pounds. That's good. Maybe they can build her up. I pray that they can build this child back up to where she can live life many years to come. Because she's so young. Very young child. Red says, so if she had the courage to come forward, how many have not have the how many have not had the courage, right? So she so if she had the courage to come forward, well, she just came forward with at the end. Now, mind you, redhead, she came forward when there was no hope. Like, okay, I got the full sickness. Let me come out now. Now, how many others have not came out? Hmm? How many others? Which I say she did say the doctor told her if she would have waited, she would have died. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. There must be something that they can do for her. I pray there's something they can do for her. Stacy says, I really appreciate your take on this subject because a lot of people are judging her. I pray that God heals her as he can heal anyone suffering from these diseases. Absolutely. He can work a miracle. Can. Like I said, I hope this child can get back on her feet, be able to dance or whatever it is that she does for many years to come. I hope those doctors save her, basically. I hope they save her. It's like she probably really didn't know no better. The child is young. She said, understandable. I just wish she had someone in her corner that could have tried to let her know. Right. Girl, go get checked out. Right, Indigo Star. Right. If she had some kind of mentor, someone in her, mother figure, where are her parents? You know, we ask these questions. She said her disease caused muscle wasting, but NAC can stop that. Okay. She's actually gaining weight now. I have followed her for months before she became popular. That is so great, Tawana. I'm just glad that they can do something. I'm glad that they're doing something to help this child because this child is little. He's very little. Tawana to inspire her original TikTok got hacked. Oh, it did? She said it's definitely not a death sentence anymore. Nigella sativa has been shown in the studies to help this disease. Yes, and I know it's not a death sentence. I just hate the fact that she's way, in those far stages. To one, I hate that she's in those far stages. But like I said, I'm hoping that the doctors can bring her out of it. And it looks like since she's gaining weight, she's getting a little bit more healthy. Maybe they can help her. I pray that they can. Because she's a kid, she's a child. She said she deserves a second chance. Yes, and she does have family problems. Okay, because I'm wondering where's the family? And that's sad. A lot of these women, they have these kids and they just push them away. No, you will not be blessed for that. I'm going to be down with my kids forever, forever. I'm going to be down with my kids forever, always. Trying to block these folks, guys. Give me a second here. Woo child, if you still here, can you block them? It's always got to be an idiot in the bunch, in the law. She said, me too, Marie. She's getting a second chance at life, which is outstanding. Yes. Yes. I would hope that she can have a family. I would hope that she just, able to live life because she doesn't know any better. Thank you, Precious. Woo child, I love you so much. Woo child is the best moderator in the United States of America. I don't care what nobody say. House of Princess said, that just sounds like lack of common sense, like she wanted to pass. Human naturally rescue themselves. Yes. And usually the body will tell you, hey, something's wrong here. You need to go to the doctor. The body will tell you. I'm serious. Hell, before I had my heart attack, my chest, I would have like a little pain there. I would just ignore it. And I thought that I was possibly out of shape. I couldn't understand why I was out of shape because I was doing an hour of kickboxing a day. So how could I be out of shape? The body will tell you. So just to recapitulate what we talked about today, we're talking about Miss Gina too. She's been diagnosed with the full package. And she did indicate that she has slept with several celebrities. And she's not trying to say that to be cute. She's just saying that these guys were with her. She's been with them. I haven't seen none of them come out and speak about it yet. Have y'all? But this child is sick at this point. You know, she got to the point where she couldn't walk, but now she's walking again. She got to the point where she was 65 pounds. Now she's 88 pounds. You know, it's going to take prayer and great medical care. And I think she's going to come out of this. I really pray she comes out of it, guys. House of Princess, I really don't think she had an idea of common sense. Sorry to say that. She was young, like I said, you know, and just because you're young don't mean that you're dumb, but this child, like you said, she had family problems. She doesn't have anyone in her corner. She probably doesn't have a mentor. She needs all of that. Twana says, long as her kidneys work and heart is good, she will get better. I can understand because he hate going to the doctors. We hate going to the doctors when young, and especially if we think something is wrong. You sure right about that? You sure right about that, Tawana? Because I didn't want to go to the doctor. I kept feeling all that pain. I kept ignoring it until it got really bad, and I still was trying to ignore it. So you're right. Stacey Nelson says, did she admit to sleeping with the celebrities? I thought she didn't admit it on Tasha K interview. This child has been linked to them. She has said that she's been linked to them, but she never said that they gave it to her specifically. She said just for a short video. She says, I was watching an episode on TLC. She was on there 5 years ago, and she stated that she was sheltered by her mother, and when she hit the age 18, she moved to New York. Go check it out on TLC. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, guys. My eyes, my nose. I guess it's allergies, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. She says, maybe she was enticed by the money. Absolutely. She could have been enticed by the money. Absolutely. Yeah. Young women get enticed by money all the time. Stacey, I think she denied Chris Brown only. She came out a hotel with Nick. You know, sometimes people will pay you because remember, do y'all recall? My girlfriend, she got this sickness from a major baseball player. Excuse me, guys. I don't know where my papers are with, but she got it from a major baseball player. And this guy gave her $1 million not to tell anyone. And she kept that secret till she passed on. She did not tell nobody. So it is a possibility somebody could have paid her. Hello. It says she went there with $600 and she was going on the show to have a makeover from Stacey on TLC called Love, Lust, or Hate It. Okay. She said, so true. That anxiety starts kicking in when it's time to see the doctor. Yes, it is. Shit, I was scared as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But I knew I had to do it. All I did was pray and ask the Lord, please, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. And he let me, make it. And like I said, this child can make it, guys. She just need prayer. We need to pray for this child. She's young child. She's young. And like I said, whoever gave her this, they know. I'm just wondering is he still around? And if he is, sir, you need to come on out with it and let people know. Hey, who's that lady? Guys, if you like this content that we talked about today, because this was a very interesting topic, was it not, guys? Lip gloss in the chat if you think this was a very interesting topic. It was a very interesting topic because we all have kids. Some of us have kids her age. And we don't want anything happening to our kids. We don't. I pray she makes it as well. Guys, pray that this child make it. Put a lip gloss in the chat if you like this content. And if you did like this content, guys, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. And I'm going to follow this story. And I'm going to follow her to see if the Lord bless her to stay with us and get her healthy. Right, guys? We want to see her healthy. Don't you? Want to see her healthy. We don't wish nothing ugly on anybody. We want to see the child healthy. This child's, get strong. Get strong. Oh my goodness, we got to go on to the next slide. But I thank you guys. Thank you so very much. Guys, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome to the channel, baby girl forever. We appreciate you subbing to the channel. We thank you so very much. Guys, if you want to join a membership, Pretty Not Petty, or any one of the memberships, feel free to hit that join button. I love you guys. She said it was a very interesting talk. Glad I joined. I'm glad you did too. I'm glad you did too, Precious. We're going to have just commentary, you know. We have fun over here, but we do have commentary as well. Okay, guys, remember the next live is going to come. I'm going to push it for about the next 10 minutes. We are having a little small giveaway for the teasers, and I couldn't come up with a wheel, right? You're very welcome, baby girl. Couldn't come up with a wheel, but I was going to say, let me ask a couple of questions about my channel. See if you guys know about me or know me. And some of the new people, I'll ask new questions about YouTube as well. So give me about 10 minutes and we're coming back on. Join us for the giveaway live. It's not much, but it's something for the teasers. Okay, it's something for the teasers. Let me ask you guys this. We can do 10 people for $10, which is not a lot, but it's something that you buy your good old hamburger, French fries with that, put a little gas in your car. Or do you guys want to do 5 for $15? Let me know in the comments. She said, use the wheel of names next time. I'm going to try because I cannot find that. Princess, I sent you a comment. Please hit me up, Princess. I did send you a comment. Guys, thank you so much. And I do have to get that wheel of names. Until then, I'm just going to ask some little basic fun questions. And we'll do it that way this time. Remember, membership holders, we will have a raffle every month for one of the members to win something nice. Every month, we're going to do that. Okay, because I appreciate you guys becoming members. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for even subbing to my channel. Remember, double check if you are sub to the channel because sometimes YouTube will unsub you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button and join me on the next live within the next 10 minutes, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys. Remember, join me on the next live. See you here shortly, okay? I love you guys. All right, see you soon. Bye.